Okay, hello, what's up you guys? Yes, back with another video. Imagine if I did an intro and I did that every time. Okay, so let me tell you all about today. So, today I woke up at 8:45, like, on the dot. I don't think I woke up with an alarm. I might have woke up with an alarm. I don't think so. I think what really woke me up was how badly I needed to pee, which I'm gonna blame my dad for that, because my dad's always like, I had to get up in the middle of the night, I had to pee, no, it sucks and it's terrible. And like now the same thing happens to me. I just wake up and I have to pee in the middle of the night. Like I feel like an old woman. Before I go to bed, I'm like, better make sure I go pee so I don't want to wake up at like 2 a.m., interrupt my sleep, or at 5 a.m. when I could just get up for the day. Different conversation. Anyways, so I woke up 8:45, didn't want to do anything except go pee and lay back in bed. So I laid back in bed and I was like, it's 8:45. I might as well do things. But then my cute little cat Pumpkin came and laid with me and I was like, oh my god. And I pet her. She's right there. They're both right there. Hold on. There they are. So, I did that for a few minutes, and then I texted my friends and stuff for a little bit, and then I was like, ugh, time to start the day. And my bestie texted me, and last week, I was like, oh my gosh, tea break before we go on our trip, and she was like, we'll see. And like, I was like, okay. And then she texted me yesterday, and she was like, hey, were you serious about that? And I was like, fine, yes, fine, you twisted my arm, fine, I'll do it. Even though it was my idea and I had it like a week ago. So we started that today. Yeah, we're going to Colorado. We're going to go, in like a week and a half or two. So, yippee! It'll be so fun. So anyways, texted about that, thought about that stuff, and then I took my medication for the day. Took my anxiety medication, I took my ADHD medication. So, I'm off Adderall today. If that is something that you don't want to hear, so sorry. But I've gotten so much done, and I'm like, I forgot what it's like for me to be on Adderall sometimes. I haven't been taking as much since I've been unemployed, because I've just been like, let me do whatever I want today, or like, I'll have the focus to get what I need to get done, and I've done that, but now I'm like, trying to focus, get on my grind, because I'm about to be busy, especially for like, April, because I'm having lots of photo shoots. But, as I was saying, because I did not continue talking about my day, I woke up, and then I was like, okay, it's time to eat food. So then I had oatmeal, and I cut up some strawberries, 2 big strawberries, put those in there, ate it on the front porch, and I was like, wow, yum, delicious. It's kind of chill outside, which is good, because it was super freaking hot yesterday. Should not be. It's March 23rd? Yeah, March 23rd, 3:46 p.m. to be exact. And it was very warm yesterday. Today is not as warm. Thank goodness. Spring. So, anyways, as I was sitting out there, I was looking at my car and I was like, my back left tire looks a little silly. Which is notable because, like, a week and a half or 2 ago, I got all 4 of my tires replaced because my front right one was all funked up. Funked. You hear that? Funked. Anyways, the right one was messed up, so then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go do something about this. And somebody was like, oh my gosh, I have a flat tire. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a sign I need to do something about mine. So I did. And then, so short later, the back left tire looks like it's low. And all the other tires look fine. So then I took it to the repair shop today, and I was like, hey, well, actually, I called my brother first, and I was like, hey, my back tire looks low. Do you think so? And he was like, yeah. I noticed that, actually, when I walked by it today. And I was like, no. So I took it to the shop, and I was like, hey, I came here recently. I got all 4 new tires. This one looks low. Can you look at it? And they're like, yeah. But then they were busy. And they're like, oh, you can come back later, because I offered to come back later. And they're like, yeah, I come back in like 30 minutes. And I was like, okay. So what I did instead was I went to the nursery, and not the baby one, the plant kind. And I went and I got some plants, and I got this huge plant that's usually $95, and I got it for $20. And that thing is a monster. It's gonna require a lot of love and care from me soon. We'll get there. I also, while I was there, so I got like that big plant, and then I got some more lavender because I put lavender in the backyard underneath my nephew's treehouse for mosquitoes and whatnot. And then I got some other stuff. I got some squash and watermelon because I was like, shoot, I try to grow that. Why not? I've never done it before, so we'll see how that goes. So I came home and I like planted all that stuff. I like brought all the things I got into the yard, planted and stuff. And then I was like, I guess I should go back to the discount place. And it had been like maybe like an hour or so. So then I went to the discount place and I was like, hey, I'm back. Look at my car, please. And they looked at it and the guy was like, it looks fine. And I was like, I think the back right one is low. Can you please check it? And then he checked it and it was significantly lower than all the other tires, which I knew. Then they lifted it up and they replaced the tire free of charge. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Even though you didn't believe me when I told you I thought it was low. So what did I do after that? Oh, and when I went there, I had a cookie. That's important. I had a cookie on my way there. I love cookies. It was chocolate chunk. Yeah, I love cookies. So I came back after that, and oh, yeah. And then I just got done doing what I've been doing for hours, which didn't even feel like hours, because I was just, like, so, like, honed in on what I was doing that didn't feel that long. But my brother was like, oh, can you paint your nephew, or can you stain your nephew's treehouse since, like, you're an employee and you have all this time? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I guess that in my head I thought this was going to be, like, a quick task, but it was not. It very much just took me all of, like, 2.5 hours to do it, when I did not expect that at all. So I was out there, staying in the treehouse, pecan, oh my god, pecan. By the way, if you live in Texas, specifically North Texas, I lived in Houston, I didn't see a lot of pecan trees, but I see a lot of them here in North Texas. It's pecan, not pecan, not pecan, pecan. And I know I said it wrong earlier, so now I sound hypocritical, but I'm correcting myself, and that's what really matters here. So I did that. That was fun. I did the outside of it. I felt very, like, greasy and, like, strong, hardworking. My hands were all gross. Great time. And then I was like, wow, it's been so long since I had been doing this. I was just jamming, listening to music, and I was like, shite, mate. It's been hours. I've been doing this for hours. I've been in the sunshine, in the tree house, doing this. I'm gonna take a break. And then I put all the stuff up, I rinsed off the brush, and then I looked at the treehouse, and there's a part that I didn't miss, but I was like, oh, when I get inside the treehouse, when I'm staining it, I'll, like, do this part that I, like, couldn't completely reach from the ground. I didn't do that. I rinsed the paintbrush, I put the stuff up, and I just looked at it, and I was like, I'm not doing this right now. I need to eat. And that was probably, like, an hour ago. And I still haven't eaten anything! I'm probably gonna have a granola bar. My bestie Lyric and I are going to yoga later, so I 100% need to eat something. I'm so excited to go to yoga, though. So excited. So excited! I used to go to yoga whenever I lived in Houston, and I would go, like, every Monday, and sometimes I would go on every Monday and Wednesday, and I was so fit. Like, a year ago, I was so much more fit and capable than I am now, and, like, now I'm, like, ugh, it's barely anything, my little tiny baby muscle, and, like, my left arm, hold on, pause. I broke my left wrist. So let me tell you all a story really quick, actually. Whoa, the Adderall today. So when I take my Adderall, like, sometimes I just feel, like, mellowed out, and I guess I feel mellowed out right now. Like, when I'm not on it, I'm, like, I just have, like, the zoomies every once in a while, or I'm just, like, ah! You know? It just, like, it depends. But when I am on it, I feel like all day I'm just, like, you know, and I, like, now, because the thing that I'm doing is talking, I'm just talking. Just so much of the talking. Whatever. Sometimes I just feel like that. I just feel like I'm talking a lot. But it's good, I guess. It keeps people entertained. Makes me easy to talk to, for sure. People tell me that when I do when I take photos and stuff, they're like, you're so easy to talk to, like, you say so much, and, like, you do all this, and I'm like, yes, I'm easy to talk to because I do all the talking, but I'd love to hear what you have to say. I love asking questions, I love interviewing people, and just seeing what's going on, and, like, what's up with them. And I had something I was going to say before all of this. Well, what I was going to say earlier is that it's been an hour, and I was like, I should eat, and then I didn't eat, because I came inside, and I got distracted doing some other shit. I was, like, texting, and then I was like, oh, duh. I was just on my camera. I put my SD card in my camera, and I was like, or I put my SD card from my camera into my MacBook. Look how cute it is. Look at my thing. I made the wallpaper. Anyhow, so I put it in there, and then I was like, I have got to clean out this SD card and reformat it and shite. So I did that. Put all my little video clips and stuff on here. Hello, Deja? You may not come in. No. Stop. Oh, but you're so cute. She's not supposed to be in here. She's really not supposed to be in here, because she will look at my cats, and, like, they'll just look at each other, and they'll have a stare down, little face-off thing, and then eventually one of them, like, goes like, or Deja will, like, kind of lunge towards the cats, and my cat Alaska, she's scared. She's real scared. She recently got stuck in, like, a corner like this when my room was over there, and Deja came towards her, and when she got stuck there, and Deja came towards her, all she did was jump in the air. She jumped in the air 3 times. She didn't go anywhere. She jumped in the air 3 times. So she has to run. She has to hide. She's getting better, though. Pumpkin, though, on the other hand, if Deja starts acting all crazy and makes little Miss Alaska feel uncomfortable, start growling, start jumping, who knows, then Pumpkin will go and get all puffy, and she'll try to go attack Deja. Because she's brave. She's fearless. She's a warrior cat. So yeah, Deja really should not be in here, but she's so cute. Oh, she's so sweet. Look at her. Hold on. Look at her. She's so cute and sweet. She's so cute and sweet. Deja, you're so cute and sweet. Oh my gosh, she's just like the best dog ever. Well, maybe not the best dog ever, right? Is it tracking? Am I in focus? Okay. Enough of seeing myself. It distracts me, makes me hard for me to talk as much. But yeah, she's a super sweet dog. Maybe not the sweetest dog yet, because I haven't known her that long, and I've had some really sweet dogs. Shout out Long Dog. Hold on, look. Can you see my tattoo? This is my tattoo of my dog Long Dog, and then this little yellow butterfly for my sister, which is the same one here. So then it's like, they're both there together, my sisters, chilling. I also have an elephant. I've got this too. Oh, my Gorgonzola. How did... I'm not messing with it anymore. Oh, I have this tattoo right here. Ah! And then I have this one that says 777. It's in white, so then when I get tan, it's easier to see. And I have another one up here. Not showing that, though. You've got to go swimming or go to the beach or something with me to see that one. I had more I was gonna say. Going to yoga, like I said. I'm so excited to go to yoga. I'm so excited to go to yoga. Y'all have no clue, I'm so excited. Like, y'all probably have a clue because I keep saying how excited I am. But I'm really excited. Yoga lattes. The name is silly, I'm not gonna lie. I miss my Ashtanga class I used to go to. Shout out Sheila. Miss you, Queen. Such a good instructor. So awesome, so dope. Shout out my friend Maya, too, and my friend Jane Marie that I met there. They're so dope and awesome. What else could I say? Is there anything else to say about my day so far? I need to eat something. I really need to eat. That's the thing, too, though. When I take my Adderall, it makes me not hungry. And luckily, round of applause for Erin, I did eat something. Like I said, I ate oatmeal as soon as I ate this morning, because if I don't, so, just taking medications, y'all. I don't think that, like, everybody has to take medication to, like, be a functioning person. I think I can function without it, definitely. I 100% can, but I appreciate the aid it brings me. But there are definitely downfalls and negatives and stuff. It's like, I started taking my anxiety medication. I started taking both of these medications, like, 4 years ago, which is kind of crazy. Fun fact, I did not know I had ADHD until, like, 5 years ago. 6? 6, 7. Because it may be 7. I guess 2019. That makes me feel so old. I'm not old. I'm so young. I'm so young. I'm 25. I'm very young. But I didn't realize I had ADHD until then, but I didn't start taking medication until 2022. So literally, like, I had a suspicion that I had ADHD, and it wasn't until, like, 2.5 years later that I, like, got medicated. And I started going to therapy in, like, 2020, and then started being on medication in 2022. Crazy, right? Crazy. It was December 2022. So I guess it took, like, a year and a half. But, yeah. Anyhow, my point of what I'm trying to say, though, is, like, I had to, like, start them and, like, only take the anxiety one and not take the Adderall one at the same, or the ADHD one at the same time, because they were gonna mess with each other, make me, like, more anxious, or, like, not hungry and stuff. And that definitely does happen if I, like, don't eat with them, which I have to eat with them, too, and it's just medicine, huh? Crazy. I don't know why I feel the need to say that I can function without Adderall. Okay, actually, let me explain why I feel the need to say this. I do know why. So, a while back, so first of all, hold on. I met, this person when I was in Barcelona over the summer. Like, he was leaving the hostel, I was leaving the hostel, and we just, like, chatted, we hung out for a few hours, found out that he's from Texas, and then we hung out in town here, and we, like, hung out for a while or whatever, and at one point we were talking about stuff, because I guess he had a degree, in, like, psychology or something, I don't know, and he was like, you're not yourself on your medication, and I was like, okay? Why are you saying that? I was like, and maybe me being offended by that maybe means there's an inkling of truth in his statement, but I was more so like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, I have ADHD too, I don't take medication, like, he used to, but he's like, it's not me, that's not who I am, like, when you take it, that's not you, and I was like, okay. Okay. And I, like, explained that I was like, yeah, sure, I get what you're saying, but it's like, I'm still me, 100%, what the... How could I not be me? How could I not be me? Anyways, but I remember, like, being annoyed by that, because, like, what do you mean I'm not me when I'm on my medicine? And I, like, was like, no, I get what you're saying, but when I'm on my medication, it helps me focus on things and, like, get less distracted, as it is with Adderall, or with ADHD, rather. And it's like, when I'm not on it, I can do those same things, but, like, the medicine helps, and it has given me the brain space, and, like, it's given me the ability to be like, oh wow, this is what my life looks like if I'm, like, very much, like, like, getting stuff done, like, focusing and whatnot. So it just pissed me off that he said that. I was like, don't say that to me. I was like, don't say that to me, you don't even know the journey I've had. Telling me I'm not me and that I shouldn't take it. Hello? Hello? That also makes me think, sometimes, so I take my anxiety medication every single day. Like, since I started taking it in 2022, it was like July or August 2022 when I started taking it. I have taken it every single day with the exception of maybe 4 days. Like, one time I was out of my medication. I think it was like the only times I've been out of it have been like while traveling. I was out of it for, no, I wasn't even out of it for then, but it was like during work or something that I was out of it one time, and that was really annoying and stressful and stuff. But, like, I take it every freaking day. Very dedicated to it, and it helps me, and it helps me, like, think about how I can be, and be more productive, and more normal. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, though. So, medicine. I like that it helps me. I would love to find some natural remedies. I've tried before, but not once, more than once, I have joked before that y'all are lucky that I do take my medicine, because I could be a lot more freaking crazy. Be much more crazy. Much more crazy if I take my medicine. So I don't need people out here telling me, oh, but you're not yourself when you take that medicine. Because I'm pretty sure that same guy said the same thing about the anxiety medication too, and I was just like, shut up. Shut up, what do you mean? I'm me. Like, that just makes me mad still, like, thinking about it. That same guy also told me, he's like, yeah, like, I'm pretty sure I'm autistic, and I think you're autistic too, and I was like, that doesn't necessarily, like, have to be, like, a negative or a positive thing, like, I'm neutral to it, but I was also kind of like, what do you mean by that? Why are you telling me this? I was like, you hardly know me. Why are you telling me that? I don't know, guys. I've been recording for a long time. I wanted to do a longer video today. I hope you enjoyed. I think I'm done now. I think I'm done after that. Me when it's like 20 minutes long. Ah! Okay. Well, that's all, guys. that's all. Bye. See you later. Peace. Bye. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Sayonara. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.